interview last week. Okay, so this is not really what I thought it would be. I don't even think I want this job anymore. I think I'm going to call them and tell them that I'm... If you guys could see how you're being propped up right now, you would laugh. Because I brought my camera just so that I could film this clip. Battery's dead, so we're filming on the phone. We're outside, so I really apologize for the light and everything. It's a gloomy day. I just left my sister because she had her appointment for her booster shot. Couldn't get one, but I'll find one for later. It's fine. Okay, so I didn't really film last week because it was very difficult. My sister was here, so I spent some time with her, and then I had my interview last week. Needless to say, it didn't really go as I thought it would. I was so nervous. Like, I had an interview I really wanted to do well. That's the point of an interview. I was super nervous, went there, and the interview was 2 hours. And I thought it would be like 45 minutes to an hour tops, just because I was seeing 3 people. So I was like, of course, it's gonna be a bit longer. And yeah, 2 hours. So I was very tired, and I saw 3 people. And after the first person, I just was like, okay, so this is not really what I thought it would be. I didn't feel good about it. And even during when they were asking me about better parts of the job and everything, I could not think of anything. I was like, well, I would have answered this, but now that I know that, not really. So I felt so weird, and after the second person, I texted my boyfriend and my sister, and I was like, I don't even think I want this job anymore. And they were like, wait for a little bit, you still have the third person to see, and then we'll talk about it. Once I finally got out of there, I met with my sister and we went to the Christmas market just so that I could get a waffle and kind of feel a bit better. But to be honest, I really did not. I told my sister everything. Since it was like 2 hours long, I really struggled to remember everything, so I had things coming and coming and coming, and we were walking around, and I'd be like, and yeah, and then this and then this, and I just felt like, sorry for the language, but like utter crap. I was like, I have no idea what to do. I was very stressed. I was very tired from it. It just was so difficult. And then when we came home, I explained everything with my boyfriend, and it was like, give yourself a little bit of time and just, we'll see. We'll talk about it and we'll see. And so I thought about it for so many hours, really struggled to sleep. And then the next morning, because my mind was still crazy, I just did a pros and cons list just to help me. And basically the cons list was twice the length of the pros. So I was like, that is not good. And basically the pros was just like maybe the salary, the fact that I would not have to look for a job anymore, the fact that we probably could be able to buy a house sooner than later. That was pretty much it. And the fact that it wasn't far from our current home. And then as the day went on, I just thought about it a bit more clearly, and I was just like, I don't want it. I don't even want them to kind of call and tell me anything. I just don't feel like this is good for me. So I'm saying this as if this was like a very easy decision. It really wasn't, because I was so stressed, so nervous, and basically I just, at some point the person called me because she needed scans of my diplomas and everything, and I was like, I don't have them for some reason. They're at my parents, and I was like, I don't want to like have my parents scan my diplomas if I don't want the job. Like, I don't want to have them lose time or anything. I called my boyfriend and I was like, I think I'm going to call them and tell them that I'm withdrawing my application because I don't want it. I feel so anxious right now. It's actually very bad for me. I don't want it. And he was like, okay, it's fine. Maybe we could have waited for a little bit just to see how much they would offer you as a job so that you would have an idea and everything. And then I was like, yeah, but I just don't want, like, it would have had them lose like everyone's time. So I was like, yeah, they're just going to give someone the job, and I don't want to have them like wait for a few days for me to change my mind or to think about it when I know I don't want it. So I called them, told them, and I'm not gonna lie, it was a very rough like 3 days. I was very anxious. Also, I was like, oh my god, I'm going to have to keep looking for a job. Maybe it's super difficult. Yeah, it's been a bit rough, to be honest. I realized I didn't really say why I didn't want the job anymore, and basically it was just that when they started really explaining what every task would entail and like kind of getting the vibe of some people, I was like, yeah, I don't see myself doing it. I don't really like it. At some point, one even said that really didn't really take kind of a brain to do it. Like it's very repetitive. I was like, yeah, I don't really want to feel like a robot every day going to work. I don't know, like the company itself was doing really well. I like the fact that it was kind of a smaller type of business, a small medium. It was just mostly like some vibes, but also the description, and really didn't see myself. I didn't feel comfortable. It was just a lot of gut feeling that was like, yeah, that's not for me. And when they really started getting into the details of the job, I was like, I just know it was the right decision, so I'm fine with it. You have to listen to your gut. And I was like, I don't want to get it just for the money, because I'm not like that, but also I don't want to get stuck into something and then have to look for another job. It's just so pointless to do it that way. So I'm back looking for, well, I never really stopped, but I'm still looking for something. And I know now that I really made the right decision, because I would have been miserable. It was not really what I wanted to do. It was a bit too repetitive and stuff, and I just wanted something different. So we'll see what comes up. Just do tell me if you have ever had an experience like that of having to make a hard decision. When I'm thinking about it in a more positive way, I'm thinking like, at least it really showed me what I want to do and what I don't want to do, and now I kind of know that this kind of job is not really for me. I'm going for something different, but I'm like, yeah, it was still an experience. It's good to practice, and so I'm just trying to be positive. But to be honest, some days are harder. Like today, for example, it's a bit difficult just because, well, the weather is not good so it's not helpful. But I'm a bit disappointed because I really wanted to have something before the holidays, just so that I would be able to really rest and recharge and start in January, and I'm not sure that's going to happen. So yeah, I'm gonna move back to where my sister got the vaccination, because she told me she's in the waiting room. So I'm gonna go back there because I'm very cold and I need to walk for a little bit.
Ça fait 5.
Good morning, everyone. It's a beautiful day. I am on my way to get my booster shot, which is great because I didn't think I could get one before going on holiday to my parents, so I'm very happy about that. I am a little bit out of breath because I am a bit late. I'm walking as fast as I can, but it's such a beautiful day. I'm so happy. We haven't had a blue sky in so long. It's been so kind of foggy a little bit. And then after, I'm meeting my sister and we are going into town for some lunch, and we need to buy my mother a few gifts.